Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Riza. How is everyone doing? I hope you're having a great Tuesday, right? It's 2:30 here in California, in the Bay Area, and surprisingly, we have a very good weather right now. And it's not too. Usually, when it's summer here in the Bay Area, it's still chilly and cold. But for the past weeks, we've had warm weather. I guess because the Labor Day weekend is coming up, and we usually have really hot weather during those days. Anyways, I wanted to come over here and do a live because we have this Go Live challenge in our group. And one of the questions that I haven't answered yet was, what fears have you conquered in the last 3 years of your life? And it got me to thinking, I have, overcome a lot of fears in my life. And as I was reflecting on it, a lot of the things that I feared and the ones that I overcame actually gave me the best results. Overcoming a lot of the fears that I had made way for me to enjoy the results, if you know what I mean. But let me dive into it. See, I read somewhere that Eleanor Roosevelt said that she said, do something that scares you every day. And she's right. She's very right. She's also a wife, a mom, the wife of a president. And I'm sure there are a lot of things that scared her with that responsibility, right? And for most of us, if not all of us, we don't want to do the things that scare us because when we do them, it's not comfortable. We don't want something to do something that we cannot control or we are not familiar with, or maybe just like me, I've tried a lot of things and I've failed in a lot of them, like businesses. I tried doing a lot of side hustles and they didn't work out. So sometimes that scares you. Will this be another failure? Will this be another rejection? Will this be another mistake? You feel like that's what's going to happen, and so you don't want to do the things that are kind of scary to you because uh, of the history, or because you don't want to do things that are not familiar and controllable. You don't want to do something you're not sure what's going to happen. It's the unknown, and understandably so, it's hard to get into those things, right? um but you see, I look back, and the things that I have overcome, the fears and the things that scared me, which I have overcome. If I did not go into those things, if I did not do those things, I would not be enjoying the benefits, the surprising benefits of those chances I took. Okay, let me expound on that a little bit. Because, like I said earlier, we don't do a lot of things that scare us because we don't know, we can't control them. Um, that's why it's scaring you. You're not familiar with it. Um, you're it's not a controlled situation. You don't know what the results will be, and you probably tried it before and it didn't do well. So now you want to try again, but you're scared that you might fail again. However, looking back, where the things that I've learned from all the failures and from doing the things that scared me, those are benefits. because I wouldn't have learned them if I had not tried them, if I have not ventured doing it, doing the thing that scared me the most. Like, you know, it was hard to start businesses, even coming to this country. That scared me because I didn't know what was waiting for me here. We had a comfortable life back home. And coming here meant a whole new level of discomfort, starting over. And we don't know the culture, we don't know what's ahead of us. That was really scary. But now I look back and I see the benefits. I've overcome so many of the things that I wouldn't have overcome, and learned so many things that I wouldn't have learned had I not decided on that move. Did I fail on a lot of things? Oh, yes, definitely failed on a lot of things, but I learned from them. So that's a benefit. So sometimes when we don't do the things that scare us, we forfeit on the benefits, on the new opportunities that wait for us. And it might not be a grand victory or a huge success, but the learning that you get from there, the experience, that's not something you can pay for. That's something that you carry with you. The more experience you have, the more understanding you get, and the better you become because you understand it. Unlike if you're just imagining it, you're just thinking about it and never really doing it, you don't know the results, you don't know the outcome, you never know about that. You know, you don't learn anything. We don't learn anything from not doing anything. Okay. um, so that's one. And let me just take myself as an example. I went into this business, in the digital business. I'm not tech savvy. Okay. And I'm already in my 50s. I'm a single mom, you know. Unlike before, I had my husband to kind of help me out. He's more he's more the outgoing type, so he knows how to talk to people more than I do. And I've always relied on him. But when I found myself widowed, um, it was hard. It was like I found myself like, do I have more opportunities waiting for me? I felt like there's limited opportunities for someone like me, especially with my age and my limited understanding of the online, the digital space. But then again, and that can be very scary, right? However, I told myself I will never know the results. I will never know the outcome until I actually dive into it. And what have I got to lose? I've already gone through so many traumatic and sad situations. The very least that can happen is I don't do well in this and I learn again from it, right? So I challenge myself, like, if I want to see something different, I need to change what I'm doing. And this was it was a big change because I understood nothing of how the online space worked. But man, as soon as I did what scared me, what was unknown for me, now I am enjoying the benefits. Now you see me here talking to you about what I've learned, about my journey, about how my life is so much better, how I don't have those regrets anymore, and I can look forward to a better future. I'm creating new possibilities for myself. And I don't even see the limitations of my situation. All I see are possibilities because the second benefit of doing what scares you is you grow yourself in character. You become fearless, more fearless, the more you do things that scare you. And fearlessness is not, you know, I believe that fearlessness is something that even the Bible commends. Joshua, one of the best leaders in the history, especially in history, he took over from Moses' leadership, and God promised him that nobody will be able to defeat you. But he didn't start out a great warrior. He had to do it one scary war and encounter with his enemy after another. But he had a promise from God in Joshua chapter 1 verse 9. It says, "Have I not commanded you?" God told him. "Be strong and courageous. Do not be dismayed. Do not be frightened," says, "for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." Hi, Jen. Hi, Coach Jen. How are you? So Joshua went with that promise. And I can tell you, every new battle he faced, every new enemy, every new giant he faced, I'm sure it was scary. It was scary. But every time he obeyed God, every time he won that, he grew himself to become a better leader every single time. And he wouldn't have done that, he wouldn't have grown into that had he just waited for things to, become, in their for him to not be afraid before doing it. A lot of times we do the things, these things afraid. We have to do them afraid, right? Because we will never be able to overcome it. Things will never be perfect. The situation will never be perfect for us. There will always be something that will scare us. There will always be something that we cannot control. You cannot wait for everything to be perfect before you jump into something that scares you. And that's why it's called jumping into something that scares you. Because you don't know what's on the other side, what's waiting for you on the other side until you actually jump into it, until you actually do what is scaring you. And honestly, I feel like the reason it's scaring you is because there's so much potential waiting for you on the other side. And that's why it's scaring you. So, whenever you're being scared about something, frightened about something, just think at the back of your mind, why am I scared about this? Is it because there's so much potential waiting for me on the other side? And that's why I'm so scared? Just think about it. Because I look back, everything that scared me that I did and overcame gave me the best possible results. I am enjoying everything from it. Okay. And like I said, and this is my last point, I'm getting to the 15-minute mark already. When something scares you and you overcame that, you keep on doing that which scares you, what you see is that your comfort level is expanding. You are creating yourself new inroads. You are making inroads for expanded spheres of fearlessness. Okay. uh, you are expanding your sphere of courage and comfort levels. You are increasing your comfort level. If before your comfort level is only up to here, the more you practice doing something that scares you. So Eleanor Roosevelt was right. you also expand your ability to enjoy something that's uncomfortable. You know, like this, talking in front of the camera, talking to an audience. The first time I did this in our Go Live challenge, I had no idea what I was doing. You can hardly see my face because I didn't even know that lighting was a factor, that you have to have the right lighting so that they can see your face and you can actually talk in front of the camera. I had no idea what I was doing, but I just did it because I wanted to overcome that, because I wanted to see how it's going to grow me, how it's going to affect me later on. And now my confidence level is higher. Confidence is not something you learn, it's something you do. Ray Higdon said that. You cannot be confident about something that you have not actually overcome. So if you want to have more confidence in doing in some of the things you see other people, oh wow, if only I can have their confidence level, then do what scares you. It will increase your confidence, it will increase your comfort level. You are creating new levels and new areas of comfort zones for you. You are expanding your range of comfortability. You are allowing your scope to become larger, so that and that grows you. You know, you allow yourself to grow when you do that. And I believe that growth is something we have to always uh, aim for, because when we don't grow, when things don't grow, that means they're not alive. And God wants us to grow every single time. He wants us to understand our ability to conquer things. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That's what he promised. So, what is that thing that scares you the most? Is it going into an opportunity like I did with this digital business? Is it connecting with people and talking with them about something uh, that might benefit them, but you're afraid to be rejected? Is it starting over or getting out of your cycle of your routine, breaking that routine? What scares you? Making that change? Because for me, I couldn't. I couldn't go back to my routine. And it, as much as it scared me to do something that I have no control of, I have no knowledge of, it scared me more to go back into that routine and not grow and be regretful of not taking all the chances that I could have took or could have taken when it was presented before me. What is that thing that scares you? Do it. Go for it. See what happens. And even if you fail, remember what John Maxwell said: we win or we learn. You don't fail, you learn from it. And that learning you can bring into your experience, into the next thing that you're about to do. Don't stop. Don't quit learning and growing and developing yourself into the person that God has called you to be. You are stronger, you are wiser, and you have more ability, and you are more capable than you think you are. And you will never know until you do that which scares you. So I hope that helps anyone out there. And if you're interested to learn more about what I'm doing in the digital business, just message me. Let's start conquering all of your scare of what frightens you, okay? Because I can tell you the benefits far outweigh whatever is scaring you right now. God bless you. Have a great day. And you're still there, Coach Jen. She is one uh, yeah, conqueror. She's a warrior. So, uh, Coach Jen, you inspire me. You know, she goes through a lot of things, but she keeps on going. Nothing deters this woman. And if you're a mom, you're a woman, you feel like you have limited opportunities, take that out of your mind. Do what scares you, because I can tell you the best is yet to come for you. Okay. God bless you. Thank you, Coach Jen, and everyone else who will be watching. Thank you for all of those who are watching right now. God bless you, and you have a great week ahead of you. I still have another training later, so I hope to share that with everyone later on. God bless. Bye for now.